Might be a raider. I'm sorry, y'all. Had a hot flash and passed out. I apologize. I do apologize, y'all. Getting the questions now. Hi, sweet girl. Hey, Kevin. Hi, country cutie. Welcome, everyone. Sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Passed out. I'm all right. I'm all right. Um, okay. Sorry. We're a few minutes late, but I'm good now. So I want to welcome you guys to connect with Steph, and we have two guests today. Um, one of them is Roris Blanca, who just said here. Um, sorry, y'all. Okay, one more time. All right. Okay, Blanca. So was I, guys. I apologize. I did pass out, but all right. Okay, Beard Raider. This is Connect with Steph. Um, we are discussing anxiety and depression tonight with our two guests, Roritz Blanca and Beard Raider. And let's see, Beard Raider. Or okay, Roritz Blanca said she's not quite ready yet. So, Beard Raider, would you like to go first? We have a minute. Beard Raider. She called her Tater, but it's Beard Raider. Okay, sweetie. Hey Jen. Hey Brett. Welcome everyone to Connect with Steph, where tonight's topic is um anxiety and depression. Oh my Lord, it's greater. All right. Okay, let's see. Well, hello, Beard Raider. Welcome.
I am so sorry. I just got home from the store. I had to get everything in and my kids to leave me alone.
Well, I understand.
But I am here.
Okay, awesome. So, Beard Raider,
Yes,
why
ma'am.
don't you tell us a little about yourself, about do you stream on here? Do you watch the streams? How long have you been
Okay.
on the app?
So I've been on the app Go catch my breath. I'm sorry.
It's all right,
I've been on the
sweetheart.
app
Take your
about
time.
2 years. I don't stream as much as I used to. I mainly do admin work. Um,
Mhm.
I book people for shows. Um, I have a bunch of featured shows that I'm an admin for. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath.
Slow down. Slow
Um,
down. It's all right.
whew,
We'd
whew.
rather you be able to talk than pass out like I did.
um,
So,
right, I'll pass out later. Um,
okay.
so yeah, I do need to take a drink real quick. Hold on.
Get up and put that ginger ale away, please.
Whew.
I know you
All
got
right,
to
thank you, Deadshot. um, so I don't usually stream outside of my show that I do Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Love Bites. I've started doing it on Meet Me because I've gotten more views on Meet Me.
Okay.
So I've brought it
What's
over
it
here
called?
from POF. It's called Love Bites. It's a relationship talk show.
Okay. And tell everybody again what days and times it's on.
Okay, so it's Tuesday nights at 10 p.m.
Okay. Awesome.
And everything I
Um,
do is Eastern time.
oh, all right. Okay. And okay, everyone, if you're here, we are talking with Beard Raider, and our topic today is anxiety and depression. And Beard Raider just told us a little bit about herself, that she does stream. So everyone favorite her, please. And okay, have you when you feel that you are getting anxious about something, are you able to focus, or like does your concentration kind of waver? It starts to waver.
It really depends on what I'm anxious about, and the situation that I'm anxious about. Because sometimes I am able to like rein it in and be okay. And then other times I've had full on panic attacks.
Mm.
I've had several panic attacks and I didn't even know what it was because I was like, I'm not really stressed about anything. So, like, why would I have a panic attack? I actually ended up in the hospital because I had a panic attack and I thought I was having a heart attack.
Oh
Um,
my.
so it's definitely like nothing. It's nothing to mess with because it's got like the same symptoms. Um, so it definitely sucks. Luckily, I don't have an issue with it anymore, like I used to. But I have a teenage daughter, so I don't know any other parents out there. If you have a teenage daughter, anxiety when you have a teenager, through the roof.
Hmm. Oh, definitely. Ooh, I can totally understand the whole anxiety thing. Okay. Did you have activities that you can do that will relax you and that you enjoy?
My boyfriend hates it, but I have a coloring app on my phone, and I color in my app all the time because it relaxes me and it keeps me
Mhm.
focused. And sometimes I do that instead of sleep at night. So I'm trying to get better and put it away earlier, but I'm not bothering him. He's already sleeping, right? That's
Right,
like the
that's
one thing
true.
I do. And my mom got me a couple of sticker books for Christmas. So it's like sticker by number. And it's not just for kids. Like she got me some really cool, like there's some really cool themes and everything. So I do that as well.
Oh yeah, I know someone who does those exact things. And I was telling her, I don't have the concentration for that. You
If they're too tiny, like diamond painting, I don't have the concentration for that because they're like this big and you got to put them in like specific spots, and that's too much. Like I can't do that. But like the sticker books, they're big enough stickers and the pictures aren't
know.
too busy. I don't like the busy stuff. I like the like little busy stuff. So it's not like, oh my gosh, I have to concentrate and see this little one. And this guy over here likes to point out if it's not in straight or if it's not like directly in the edges or something. So I
Hmm.
don't do my sticker books when he's around anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore because it's
Okay.
like, do that one over. Like, no.
Well, that sounds like really fun ways to, just kind of sit down, and relax and get out of your head. And I don't have the patience for that, but I admire you guys. I really do. Um, Welcome to everybody who is new coming in. This is Connect with Steph, and we're speaking with Beard Raider. And we talked about how definitely kids can give you anxiety. And as you said, the teenage years, I understand that 100%.
Hmm. I've even
So,
apologized to my mom a couple of times.
oh my goodness.
Like, I'm sorry if I was that bad. I swear I didn't mean to be.
So are you and your teenager able to talk things out yet? Like, have you gotten to that point?
No, my teenager decided that she knew everything and she's all good. So she left home right before she was 18 and she hasn't been back. So I
Mm,
get to talk to her when she needs money. Outside of that, we don't really talk.
I understand.
But I have another
Uh,
13-year-old and a 6-year-old, so I have plenty of talking. Like the 6-year-old doesn't stop talking.
um, let's see. So, can you think of one thing that you struggled with, that's, for example, this week, that you really needed your coloring, your stickers, that you really need to do that in order to, relax and breathe through it.
Not really, outside of my lovely boyfriend continuing to attack me in Monopoly Go. Um, but outside of that, I haven't really had like this past week has been pretty good.
Okay, wow, that's amazing. Um, when you get depressed, is is it situational or sometimes it just sort of comes on?
It's usually situational. Sometimes because I have a bunch of different disabilities as well. Because I had thyroid cancer, so I had my thyroid removed, so I have hypothyroidism, and I have fibromyalgia. So some days are not great for me at all. Some days are really like hard to get out of bed days. And the weather like affects me like no other. Like rainy days, I am absolutely miserable, like beyond miserable. I don't like to get out from under the covers. Um, but when it comes to full on depression, like I've only been depressed a couple of times. And it was really hard to like admit that I was depressed because I was like, I'm not depressed. I know how to put on a smile and keep going and take care of stuff. So I'm like, I'm not depressed. But when my grandmother passed away, it was really hard.
Mm, oh, yes, definitely understand that. Um, have you done any physical relaxation tools when you are starting to have a panic attack, like
Okay,
before it
so
gets to that
there's
point?
this app called the Calm app. It is
Hmm.
absolutely amazing. If you don't have it, you should download it. Um, there is like a yearly subscription, but it's totally worth it. I don't know how much it
Hmm.
is now because I paid for it previously. But it's got different breathing techniques. It's got like calming sounds. It's got bedtime stories. You have not had a good night's sleep until you have Matthew McConaughey telling you a bedtime story. Let me tell you, I don't even like bedtime stories, but with this app, I started to. But they have different like soundscapes and different breathing techniques that you can use. So if I feel like I'm getting to that point where I need that, I just open my app and open whatever the first breathing technique is. You would be surprised at how much breathing, like deep breathing, can actually calm you down. Because like you don't think about it when you're in the moment because you're freaking out about whatever it is that you're freaking out about in that moment. But then when you just take the time to like breathe in and then breathe out, it's just kind of like it clears your mind.
Mhm. There is something that I've heard, and I've actually done it, except I overdid it and did five instead of three. It's the 3-3-3 rule for anxiety. Have you heard this?
I have not.
When you're feeling yourself, this is something that works for me, and that's what I was wondering if you had heard of it. When you name three things you can see, three things you can hear, and three things that you can move. And they say it does calm you down, although if you are already past that point, you try to do the breathing, and it's really difficult sometimes.
It is.
Um, so what do you like? How do you handle when you're feeling like you said oh, you don't want to like get out of bed. You feel like you just don't really want to do anything. How do you handle that? Like, how does that affect your mood throughout the day?
I usually sleep. I sleep it away because hopefully by the time I wake up to go get my kid off the bus, I'll be better and I'll be in a better mood and I don't have to deal with anybody. And like when I'm like that, I like to be left alone. And if you have kids, there is no left alone. I can't even go to the bathroom by myself. I can't shower by myself. I can't do anything by myself. When I go to the bathroom, that's when it's family meeting time, and we all gather at the door to discuss whatever could wait the couple minutes that it would take me to finish up and come out and discuss that with you. But no, we bring it all to wherever I am. If I'm in the shower, there's a reason I take 45-minute showers. I'm clean in about 5 minutes, but I'm just sitting in there relaxing. Like nobody's talking to me. There's nobody bothering me in this 5 minutes. Like until the water gets cold, I'm just going to sit here. And that's when somebody comes walking in. I'm like, all right, shower's over. Like I'm done.
That's a good self-care routine, as well, to just relax, for a few minutes by yourself and
I also have
into
this diffuser. I'm a huge proponent of essential oils. I actually like keep this by my bed. It's a little starter set that I got.
the.
But I'm big into essential oils, and you would be surprised at how many different combinations can like help different things. Like you can literally put in anxiety and there's like 15 different kinds of oils, and
Mhm.
some you inhale, some you can just like rub a little bit on your temple and it helps you, or and oddly enough a lot of them you actually rub on your feet.
Mhm.
Not really sure how the feet connects to everything, but you rub it on your feet and you're good to go. But I'm a big proponent of essential oils, and they're like, honestly, they fix everything. And a lot of times it's better than over the counter stuff that's like overpriced. Like my son
Mhm.
had an issue with warts. We tried every over the counter thing. And then I was like, okay, none of these are working. I literally spent like 50, $60 on stuff. None of it worked. I looked up a combination with essential oils. They were gone within a week. And they haven't come back either. And I'm just like, you know what? Before I buy over the counter stuff, we're doing the oils.
Understandable. Understandable. All right, everyone. This is Connect with Steph, and we are talking to Beard Raider. But so, Beard Raider, would you like to say anything or make any other comments about your experience with anxiety and depression?
Yeah. I just want to say have a person that you can confide in, because talking about things is a major help, whether it's a friend, a therapist, a parent, or whoever. And if you don't have that person, journal, because just getting those thoughts out is a huge stress reliever. And I know not everybody has somebody to talk to. But let me tell you, you can talk to yourself in a journal and nobody's going to read it but you. So you can get like as honest as you want. And it helps too when you go back and read that so you can see like, oh, this is how I was feeling on that day, and then see like what you did. Because I like to reflect on things. Like with my kids, I have if they do something, I have like a worksheet that I have them fill out to like reflect on the behavior. It drives them bananas, but I'm like, you know what? It'll make you think twice about doing it next time, because you can see what mood you were in, you can see why you did that and why you wouldn't do it again. So reflecting is definitely a big help.
That is
I'm
true.
in Steph's stream.
That's very true. Well, thank you so very much, Beard Reader,
You're so
for
welcome,
being
and thanks
part of
for
the
having me as a
stream.
guest.
I appreciate you, honey, and we will talk later.
Thank you. All right, sounds good. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Welcome, everyone, to Connect with Steph, where we are talking about our topic today is anxiety and depression. We just spoke with Beard Raider, and if the next guest could request the box, there she is.
Steph,
Hello, Blanca. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing well, darling.
If you hear
Um,
screaming in the background, sorry. I'm currently have the kids at the park burning energy off. So yeah.
okay. Okay. Why don't you tell us a little about your experience here on the app? What do you do? Do you stream? Do you watch streams? Do you do any shows?
Deadshot. So I'm Blanca, obviously. Yes, I am a streamer. I kind of stream on and off because I'm a mom, first of all, and that always comes first. So I kind of, stream on and off. I feel like I watch streams more than I stream.
Mhm.
Oh, she's on the other side. Go.
Okay. So how long do you know? How long have you been on the app itself?
I've been on the app for like almost a year.
Okay. And did you get on the live streaming right away?
Um, no, I did not live stream right away. I started watching other people first, and then
Mm.
like once I kind of got a feel for like how everything works, then that's when I started to stream.
Okay. So can you tell me when you're starting to feel very down, you're starting to find yourself getting depressed, what does a day look like for you?
Um, so right now, for me, it looks like um well, I feel like my depression is due to losing someone really close to me. I have recently lost my grandfather, and we were very, very, very close. And so I feel like for me, it looks like crying randomly. So like it could be anything. It could be, something I see that reminds me of him. Or like Facebook has Facebook memories. So it could
Mm.
be a Facebook memory of him coming up, and I'll just, start crying. So when I feel like that, when I feel myself, crying, I feel like it helps me to look back on things. So that's when I'll pull out, maybe like birthday cards he's written me, or like pictures we've taken together, or different things that'll help.
That is wonderful. Very, really good idea. And I'm so happy that does work for you. I do understand that loss and needing, to look back and at the good times and the good memories that, it does help. So, have you noticed that when you're depressed, does it get worse throughout the day, or is it just kind of random? Or, do you start off in a good mood and then it just gets worse?
um Yeah, like I feel like it comes on at different times. So, like I said, like, something will remind me of him, or even my depression just in general. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be like over my grandpa. It could be like just depressing in general, and I feel like mine just comes on randomly.
Oh, I understand. Are you someone who worries a lot about different situations, every situation, random situations? You do. You're worried.
Definitely. I definitely worry about things that just like different things, It could be things that I can control. It could be things that I can't control. I feel like for me, it's mostly things that I can't control. Um, I I feel like I'm very sensitive. And so like it could be all kinds of different things.
And if you go through that for a very long period of time and you feel yourself coming out of it, how does that affect you as you're coming out of feeling this way?
Um, I feel like it definitely like changes my mood. Like I definitely feel like I'm a lot more sensitive, and I um I don't know, like I guess it depends on the situation, but like
Mhm.
I feel like as I'm coming out of it, like it definitely changes my mood.
Are you somebody like when you worry, is it about big things or is it like little things every day throughout the day, no matter what? Or is it more, that it gets bigger and bigger as the day goes on?
Um Both. I feel
Mhm.
like it's little and big. So like it could be anything. It could be, worrying about my kids. Um, like, in this world today, you have to worry about sending your kids to school. Is something gonna happen at school while they're at school? So that's definitely something that I worry about when I send my kids to school. So it can be big and little things.
That's very true. That is very true. When you are, it's two different reasons. Like when I'm, for example, when I'm anxious, I tend to forget a lot of things. So when you're anxious and depressed, do you still try to take care of the basics like sleeping, eating meals, drinking enough water?
Um, Yes, I do. I try to still take care of like the daily things that I need to do, but I feel like there is times where I can forget to do the daily things.
Definitely. Absolutely. Um, when was the last time you took yourself, well, we can't say now, but before this, outside? You're outside now, and that's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Hold on 1 minute, guys. If Blanca can let us know. All right,
Good.
sorry.
Um, hi. Um, so last time I was outside before this, was yesterday.
Good.
So since losing my grandfather, I have, and even just in general, like this year, I made it a goal to, work on my fitness,
Oh,
to be healthier this year, to drink the water, to go outside, to stay active.
that was actually my next question. You answered it perfectly. It was, what's a small thing you can do to prioritize yourself and your mental health? And you just answered that one completely.
Yeah, so I get outside, and I also have recently started doing therapy. Therapy has been a tremendous help for me. It has, helped me process, the death of my grandfather, and even just day-to-day life in general. Therapy has definitely helped me get through, the day to day.
Um, now I asked Beard Raider if she does the 3-3-3 rule for anxiety.
No, I don't. What is that?
No, it is when you sit on the ground and
Okay.
you focus on your breathing and you name three things that you can see, three things that you can hear, and then you move three different body parts. Like it can be your eyes, your fingers. It makes you focus, get out of your head.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Okay, I'm trying to feel, let's see. Well, it's a form of grounding. That's right. That's right. Okay. Those were the. So how about um when people go to therapy and sometimes they feel like, they're afraid to tell everybody everything and tell this person. Um, would you think it would be like if they don't want to speak to that person, how would you put it if a friend said, "Hey, I'd rather talk to you than go talk to a counselor"? How would you like handle that?
I would be open to that. Like, I would be open to them opening up to me and talking to me about whatever it is that they're going through. Um, for me, like, I would see it as a thing of I would be scared to not listen, to reject that person because I wouldn't want if something were to happen, I wouldn't want it to then be on my conscience.
Right.
Like, oh my God, I wish, I wish, I wish. If only I would listen, if I only I have would listen to them, I would
Right.
have stopped something from happening. You know, maybe I could have stopped something from happening.
Oh yeah, I definitely understand that. When you are starting to feel like you're losing focus on something, does that give you anxiety when you do that? Like you're focusing on your work, you're doing, well, and then all of a sudden you can't anymore. And that's when I've had panic attacks. So I was wondering if the 333 method did not work for you, what would you do in your experience?
Um, yes, like if that did not work, then I would either talk to somebody, like friends, family, or my therapist, if that didn't work. Like if the 3-3 didn't work and I started having a panic attack. Because I feel like when I'm in anxiety and when I'm having a panic attack, I feel like everything else just like takes the back seat. I feel like it just completely comes over me, and whatever I'm doing, whoever I'm talking to, or whatever I might be doing just takes the back seat.
Hmm, understandable. Understandable. Let's see. I asked that question. I'm sorry, I only had a few written down. Okay, so you said, when you get anxious, you do try to do other things to get your mind off of what's going on. So, how has this year been for you so far when it comes to being able to handle your feelings and your thoughts and control the way your body is reacting to stress, things like that?
This year has definitely been hard for me because, like I said, I lost my grandfather this year, so it's only been not even a month. So, it's been pretty recent. And so far, it's been really hard to navigate, different anxieties that I might have and panic attacks and all of that.
Um, do you feel like you pull yourself away when you start having, these waves of, depression, anxiety, and you start having these waves come at you? Do you feel like you want to isolate?
Yeah, I definitely, when I'm having a panic attack and stuff, I definitely feel like I pull myself away and I kind of just want to be left alone and for everybody to leave me alone. But I try not to stay in that state of mind for very long. I have young kids, so I kind of just, try to pull myself out of it and kind of put it in the back burner until I can, be by myself to process all that anxiety and all of that.
Okay, well, before I get you out of the box in a minute, tell me something really great that happened this past week.
Past week. Um, Something that happened this past week that's really great is my brother got engaged over the weekend, and I am just so excited for him. I absolutely love the girl that he got engaged to, and so I am super excited to have a sister-in-law.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. If Beard Raider, if you're still in here, if you would like to get back in the box, and if anybody has questions for either one of our guests, you can ask now. We have some leftover time. Like I said, I don't know if Beard Raider is still in here or not.
Do
All
you
right.
want me to
Well,
hop out?
at this point, I am very early, and I do not understand why I'm this early. But okay. Does anybody else? This is just going to be for the last 15 minutes. Does anybody else want to get in the box and share their experiences? You can. This Sunday started off
All right,
really
I
rough.
will hop out.
Okay. Love you, girl.
Bye. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, sweetheart. Yes, please, country. Oh my God.